Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Haracha Kodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwath that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. Says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. This devil is real life on some mad scientist tip right now. And he blaming it on global warming. He blaming it on, the temperature of the earth. All right. But instead of actually fixing the issue of the earth, which is this devil's trail of mayhem and destruction, this devil's solution to the problem is to continue to destroy. Right? But what this devil is real life trying to do is get that blessing, right, that his forefather sold to our forefather Jacob. But it was already written before the transaction even took place. That's why the Most High chose Jacob from the womb. All right? So I'm going to let this play. I'll be back.
The record number of fires burning across Brazil's Amazon rainforest has prompted renewed global outcry over climate change. And big spending. $5 million from Leonardo DiCaprio. £10 million from the UK. Meanwhile, Bill Gates is backing the first high-altitude experiment of one radical climate change solution, creating a massive chemical cloud that could cool the Earth. It's called solar geoengineering, and it's highly controversial.
Now, that devil, if I'm not mistaken, came up with this idea last year. I'm not going to let this whole video play, as you see. It's about 10 minutes long. So I ain't going to do that. But I just want you to see who's behind what I'm about to show you.
As the Biden administration signals its fight against global warming may actually involve blocking sunlight. The White House posting research claiming, quote, solar radiation modification would enable better informed decisions about the potential risk and benefits of SRM as a component of climate policy, alongside the foundational elements of greenhouse gas emissions mitigation. Our next guest warns this is simply government's way to control your weather. Mark Morano, publisher of ClimateDepot.com, and he joins us now. Okay, Mark, my take this morning was maybe this is one of those or else, get on board with everything else or we're going to block the sun. But I guess it's a little bit more reality than that. Tell us about it.
Well, this is actually Bill Gates funding this as well through Harvard University. This is retro 1970s. In the 1970s, they believed that our fossil fuels were creating aerosols, blocking the sun, creating man-made global cooling. So they came up with the same kind of geoengineering solutions back then. They wanted to put black soot on the Arctic to melt it. There was one proposal to use nuclear energy to help loosen the Arctic ice caps because they thought they were growing too much. And John Holdren, back in the Obama administration, also supported this kind of geoengineering, if you will, of the climate. This is radical, risky, unproven, unknown effects, but they're doing it as a sort of lever over us to say now in the Biden administration, kind of like, yeah, we know this is dangerous, we don't know the effects, but darn it, people aren't buying electric cars fast enough, or they're not embracing Green New Deal policies, so we have to risk our entire planet with this insane kind of research. It's basically weather modification. China's been doing it for years. It's another form of what the U.S. government has even been doing. The ABC News meteorologist bragged about the cloud seeding they're doing to increase rain or snow and storms. They will control the government will control the weather, and you will be happy. That seems to be the new motto.
Yeah, I was just talking to Will about the cloud seeding. He's not sure if he believes it. And I said, listen, it's something they've been trying to do for a while. But on that same topic, if they don't get to block out the sun, they're going to try other, maybe more practical ways, like electric vehicles, pushing those on us. A poll out shows 59% of us oppose phasing out gas cars by 2035. 21% support Biden's policy on this. What's your take on it?
Well, this is, I don't think we need a poll to show us these numbers. The American people have voted. Less than 7% of cars are electric vehicle sales in America. And that's despite massive subsidies, massive tax credits, mandates of banning gas-powered cars led by California and 18 other states with trigger laws. They have done everything they can to promote electric cars, and they're more expensive, they have less range, and all they do is increase our dependence on China. It takes fossil fuels to make a car, it takes fossil fuels to recharge the electric cars. It makes no sense. And what they're doing is intentionally creating car shortages by these gas-powered car bans to force us into mass transit.
No.
See, like Buddy said, it don't make sense, but it does if you really understand who's the individuals that are making these plots and schemes. It's the wicked, right? And the wicked don't give a damn about harming their own people to get across an agenda. They don't give two damns about it. They don't even give a damn about harming themselves, right? If it means that the agenda that they have gets across. But like I was saying about this devil trying to block out the sun and trying to blame it on global warming, right? This Jeremiah 31:35 says, "Thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon, and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahweh of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from me, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Yasharallah for all that they have done, saith Yahweh." All right? And one of the main things the devil prides himself on is exploration of space and sea, right? And now you see what the next move is, right? And as far as them saying that they need to do away with the gas cars and everybody need to buy electric. Who's buying electric? It's not us, right? We can barely afford the gas vehicles, right? But it's more so for a bigger agenda, and that agenda is Revelation 13, right? This digitized world, right? So I'm saying all this to say, like I said from the jump, or like Scripture says from the jump, be circumspect, man. Pay attention to what's going on around you, because this devil is real life changing things before your eyes, and they plotting and planning, and they creating legislation in order to make these moves happen. But they also throwing you off by distractions. All right? So make sure that you watch and pray. Simple as that. All right, so I end with that. Now, Yahweh Shimi Hawashai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Kol Holoyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakha Kodash. Shalom Yashalom.